Welcome back to another episode of Talking with Raphael with your host Raphael and the Erwin Show, respectfully, with your host Erwin.
What's going on, Rafa? How you doing this evening? Hey, man, we finally hit the episode 50.
Episode 50, bro.
Finally hit the 50, bro. Finally got to the 50. It's been crazy. Things are going great.
Shit, I should have brought a drink, dude. I should have had
That's fine if you need to just.
I got some whiskey downstairs, though.
Whoa. But no, man. Glad to hear.
We gotta celebrate, bro. It's a milestone. Episode 50 for me is a milestone. That means like we've been doing 50 episodes slowly and surely, not just evolving as we get more followers, but also evolving as communicating in front of the camera, communicating with my co-host over here on that side, because technically that's my right, but I don't know how you guys are viewing it. Maybe it's my left. So without further ado, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, and share it with your friends and family. Erwin, what up, bro?
Just I don't know, man, just looking back, I'm just that big 50 kind of just I don't know, man, just thinking about it.
How do you feel?
Like
episode 50.
I mean, shit, dude,
we're gonna do 50 more episodes, and more. We're gonna get to the 1,000, 2,000, and shit like that. But episode 50, nice, how do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's just bringing back, when we started, how everything started. I gotta say that we worked our way to get this going for us. Like when we started, everything was just pretty much basic stuff. We didn't really have everything we have right now. Little by little, things are coming in.
Yeah,
I mean, shit, man, it's a big accomplishment if you ask me. And then
if you think about it, we started with like the application Anchor, and it was just audio. And thanks to my audience on Anchor, and thank you to Anchor, I was able to buy a camera. And now I was able to stream it via video. And then we started doing with Zoom. We start getting new mics, new headphones. And slowly but surely, we're still growing.
Still a process.
So exactly.
It's little steps that matter. At least you're accountable to do things, a little bit different. It's not like just that one night overnight. Just, hey, I got everything. No, it takes time.
Oh,
it takes time, but
time.
On the bright side, it's dedicated about everything. How just went on, and it's just being in the episode 50, and whatever comes in now, whatever new episodes, whatever new, conversations we might have here, I feel like now it's more comfortable to continue to do stuff and be able to get going, whatever comes in, just like yesterday, my apologies.
Oh, shit.
Whoever was the person that came in, man, that was pretty dope. That was dope that he actually came in, so. I mean, yeah, like I said, episode 50, big mark for us, and still working on more things to come, so let's continue to do what we can and do that. But like Raphael said, hit the like button, share it with your family members, friends, and, whatever you want to talk about, just feel free to write below in our comments. That's what we're here for, So let's go ahead and continue and keep going, and as much as it takes. Rafa and I have a mindset for that, so. But yeah, Rafa.
Whoa! Bro. Sports talk. What's up, dude? Yo. This next subject right here is going to hit home for a lot of my friends right now. Historic upset. Argentina stunned by Saudi Arabia, dude. Did you see the game? I mean, I don't think we saw the game, right? I personally was asleep.
Well, when I texted you in the morning, I don't know what the hell happened, but I woke up by myself like 4:30 in the morning, by myself, before my alarm. Like, what the fuck, whatever. First thing I did is actually look at the score and stuff like that. Yeah. First thing I did
Sorry
is just...
to interrupt, dude. Make sure you're speaking through your microphone real quick.
Yeah, I checked that. I did check that, so we're good on that.
Okay.
So,
all right, raise it up.
What's it called?
Barely hear you.
No, you're there. You're right here, so let me see if this makes it any better.
Raise it up.
What do you mean?
Mic volume. The mic
it's
volume?
Already up. Yeah, it's up.
All the way up? Okay.
It's all the way up.
All
All the
right.
way up.
All right, dude.
So,
Calmadito, calmadito.
no, so pretty much what I woke up this morning, looked at the game, and I was like, holy shit, 2-1. Saudi Arabia, actually, that second goal was badass, and
I haven't seen any of that.
dude, I just watched it and I woke up, and after I'm like, I had to get up a little bit earlier to try to get myself going for the day. I mean, like I said, right now, like I told you yesterday, bro, today's like this coming time right now, it's kind of, I feel like the hardest, but just to be able to watch that little bit of it, and I'm sorry to say this, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. The Argentina lost. I am sorry. I enjoyed it for a lot of reasons. And but then again, let's go back to this. 2010, Spain lost their first game too. And guess what happened? They won the World Cup.
Exactly.
So, I can't really...
I was about to bring that up too.
Yeah, so sorry I beat you to it, bro. My bad. But
no, you're good. You're good, man. It's all good.
And like I said, and I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna remind the people to tell you that again. I still think that Argentina is a way better team without Messi. So that's my personal opinion with that.
Okay.
And people may not agree with that, but they're a way better team without Messi.
I'm one of them, but okay. I mean, listen, man. I woke up like around 2 or 3 because it was my wife's time to feed my daughter. But I still wake up and I look over the phone. It was like literally minute 15 or so. And I just look over and I'm like, oh, Argentina's winning already. I might as well go to sleep. This is going to be a killing. Bro, I wake up. I look at my phone. Argentina lost 2-1. I'm like, what in the actual fuckity fuck is happening here? So, yeah. So right here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen as we speak. For those on the audio, I'll go ahead and read it off. As we were mentioning earlier today, Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia 2-1. Messi scored the first goal on a penalty on the minute 10th, which is a historic moment for Argentina and Messi to score that quick of a goal in the World Cup. But after that, on minute 48 and minute 53, Argentina lost it. That's a goal on the 48th, 3 minutes after starting the second half, and then another one 5 minutes after.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
That is very crazy.
I didn't realize it was that quick, to be honest. So, I mean, like I said,
Neither did
I didn't realize it was going to be that quick. I just, like I said, I woke up and I saw the score was 2-1. I was like, no, that's crazy.
I mean, but as I scroll down here, at this moment, I'm on ESPN.com. As I scroll down to kind of like a breakdown by minute and the actions that happen minute by minute, you can see on the 67, 75, 79, 82, 88, in 90th minute, Saudi Arabia received about 6 yellow cards, just trying to defend as much as possible. Now, if we look at the possession percentage, Argentina had a 69% of the ball at that time. 15 shots, 6 of them were in target. The rest were 9 of them were not. And then Saudi Arabia only had 3 shots, and 2 were on target. Those 2 on target were the score ones. The other one they missed. So
that is insane, dude.
And like I was saying here on the match stats, Argentina, I'm going to go ahead and read it off. The fouls, Saudi Arabia committed 21, Argentina 7 yellow cards, 6 yellow cards, no red cards, 10 offsides marked by Argentina versus the 1 by Saudi Arabia, and then 9 corner kicks for Argentina, 2 for Saudi Arabia, and 5 save from Saudi Arabia, 0 for Argentina. Now, obviously, we usually will communicate and see and give our opinion on the game, but I haven't watched it, so I won't be able to give you a breakdown of what happened during the game. Right. I'll watch it tonight and go ahead and give you the one-on-one on what happened. Yeah. See, just kind of analyze it, what happened. Was it the defense, midfield, or striking, or the striking zone, or maybe the goalkeeper, maybe a coaching problem? What happened? I will go ahead and give you that on the next episode. without further ado, let's go ahead and continue with, or unless Erwin, do you have something to say about that?
No, man. Like I said, I didn't really watch it. Like I don't know why I woke up just randomly. First thing I did is just to make sure check on the time on my phone. I'm like, goddamn, it's early as shit. So
Hell yeah,
yeah,
dude! It
then I
was
don't
at
even know
2 in
how.
the
I
morning.
don't even know why I woke up that early, to be honest. And then just got on going with my day, and just decided to go ahead and tune it in. I'm like, holy shit, surprisingly,
Yeah.
And then I don't know. That's pretty much. I can't really tell you what happened. I don't know what happened. I can't really put
Mm-hmm.
my 2 cents into it either. So, I mean, it's just overall, it's just surprising to me. It's
Yeah.
just a shocker for something like this to happen. When we were clearly talking about yesterday, saying that I honestly thought Argentina was gonna win 6-0. So,
And I think I would said like 3-0,
three
right?
0 yeah,
Or maybe I was even given like, oh, maybe they will lose
yeah,
by
you
two to
know.
one or something like that. Yeah,
So, but yeah, dude. I mean, I don't really have anything to say overall. Even on the whole entire games, I didn't really have a chance to watch any of the games again.
you were
That's
on your
fine,
9 to 5. So good.
Yeah, it was just it was on a mission today, so it's like shit. So the opportunities that I got, I was able to actually listen on the radio. One of the games, which was the Mexico versus Poland game, but we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't see, like I said, Denmark, Tunisia. I didn't see any of that game. I just kind of heard on the radio the Mexico game and the France game. And last thing I checked, one of my friends was actually updating us, saying, "Oh my God, Australia's winning." I'm like, "What?"
I know, dude. I
Yeah,
listen. I don't
So,
know if I was that friend or not, but I remember hitting up one of my friends. I think
dude,
it was you and my friend Javi,
dude, I
and I'm
was.
like, "Yo, I think it's like
This is
the
really
opposite
happening, right? Like,
opposite day of the World Cup because
mm-hmm.
Argentina just lost, and then now
Right?
France was losing on the first 10 minutes."
Yeah. I know, and it's crazy because, like I said, I got the notification, and then a few minutes after, it's like, never mind, France is up 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah.
okay, but yeah,
But yeah, let's go ahead and finish it up
yeah, let's
with
finish
saying
that up.
like Denmark versus Tunisia, they both tie 0-0, and Mexico versus Poland, they tie 0-0. Now the talk of the day will be France versus Australia, which it was the 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
Now I saw that game. I was I was watching it live because I had to feed my daughter. You see, every 3 hours, like between
Mm-hmm.
4 to 3 hours, I'm feeding my daughter. That's the only reason I'm wake up to watch the World Cup. Because while I'm watching the World Cup, I'm feeding. I have a bottle with her head like
Ready
eat,
to go.
eat, ready to go. So listen, with the France and Australia team, I was actually thinking the same thing. We were like, hey, we're watching like the biggest upset on World Cup history because first it was Argentina, now it
Mm-hmm.
was going to be France, but France stepped it up on minute 27 and score Rabiot a score,
Mm-hmm.
followed by like 5 minutes later, Gerard. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right.
You
Score
did,
again,
Gerard. You did.
and and then on the 68, Mbappe, and finally to close the scoring down on the 71 minute, Gerard scored again.
Damn.
So out of all these games, dude, the Mexico game was when I was watching it, it was pretty good. And I told you, don't start saying like Poland is a better team than Mexico because they only have
Right.
one player, and it was Lewandowski,
Yeah.
and he couldn't even score the penalty kick.
No, afterwards, I actually had a couple conversations with some of my friends too. They were telling me, dude, like they were stopping Lewandowski, and the commentators were saying the same thing, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
damn. And then
Yeah,
apparently Chucky Lozano went off, and he was cooking apparently.
mm-hmm.
So I mean, overall,
it,
it's good to see them do something like this. I mean,
yeah,
we're used to kind of be like, I'm the type of fan. I'm like, why the hell are you going for the embarrassment? That's how I am. I feel like if you're going to go for the embarrassment when they first selected that team, bro, I was like, dude, this team is not going to do shit. And apparently, they prove a lot of people wrong.
oh yeah,
Even because there's people out there that be like, oh, and based on what the commentators were saying too, and what they were saying, I was like, shit, they're doing good.
mm-hmm.
Then the penalty came in. I was like, fuck. I was like, this is terrifying. And of course, Ochoa came in and did his work. What he had to do, what he has to do as a goalie. He did his studies. He did the research. I'm assuming that's why he actually, because I feel like he is a lack of effort for when it comes down to the penalty kicks.
Yeah.
That's something that Ochoa has been having for many years, but he must have studied Lewandowski, and he did really good. So he blocked the ball. I'm not saying it's the biggest thing, but it's amazing because you're in the World Cup, so everything you do, anything happens. One loss can cost you everything. So you got to put your time and effort and your dedication to that. But now, congratulations for at least looking themselves solid. I'll give that to Mexico. They play really good from what I heard. Like I said, I didn't watch the game.
Yeah.
I just heard whether things were happening and.
Yeah, I mean, here's another thing that you might not know, but like Mexico was taking controls with 61% of the ball possession, versus Poland 39%. Also, Poland only got 6 shots, and out of those 6 shots, only 2 were in target.
Mm-hmm.
And Mexico took 11 shots, and 4 of them were in target. Right. So if they would have actually hit those goals, it would be a 4-2 score right now.
Yeah, and like I said, just there's still a long way to go. So tomorrow more games, and see what's going on with that. And but yeah.
So a total was of 2 saves for Mexico, 4 saves for Poland, 6 corners for Mexico, 5 for Poland, 3 offsides for Mexico, 0 from Poland, and then 2 yellow cards from Mexico, 1 for Poland. Mm-hmm. And a total of about 29 fouls, 14 for Mexico and 15 for
dirty
Poland.
Ass motherfuckers.
It was a lot of fouls, dude.
Hey man, I have the right to say that. It's cool.
No, dude, it was.
I mean, like I said, and then let's just continue to see what happens with the rest of the World Cup. It's been very interesting. So
another thing that I gotta mention is Mexico started with a 4-3-3 formation when the Poland's started with a 4-1-4-1 formation, which it kind of. So the 4-1-4, it kind of gives it more like a defensive. So like if the 4 defenders need help, the midfielder can actually drop down and have 5 defenders, and then 5 and the other 4 midfielders can actually help Lewandowski spread the floor for him.
Right. But yeah, man, like I was telling you, I just haven't been able to watch really much of them, and fortunately I was able to kind of see what the deal is and go from there, go from there, and let's just continue to see what happens, and man, let's continue with this World Cup, I guess. And
listen, if you guys beat Argentina,
that'd be
even
insane.
if it was 1-0,
that'd be insane.
You guys will be in the World Cup, and you kicked Argentina out of the World Cup.
Pretty much. Even in like to be a tiebreaker or 1-1 is kind of making more of a disputable thing, I mean, it wouldn't be looking good for either Argentina or Mexico to have a tie game, regardless on that, because now you have to make sure you have to come out and win the last game.
Yeah.
So, but in general, dude, just like you said, it'll be shocking, and I'm not going to be biased about it. If it happens, shit, that's great. If it doesn't, well, it's kind of like you're already counting your losses, But this is the thing, though. Argentina's going to come out playing against Mexico really good on Saturday, so we got to expect I already expect the worst for them, So
and Mexico should be expecting that, hey,
no doubt,
because they already found out that Argentina lost.
Yeah.
So Mexico was like, dude, they're gonna come hard. So if we just play defensively and watch out for any mistakes that Argentina makes, that's how we can win the game.
See, and here's the thing, though. I don't know if I would actually go with the whole defensive play against Argentina, because they're really quick. They're very quick players, and playing defensively, playing a save doesn't really provide with anything. I mean, that's one thing that Mexico doesn't have. I noticed that from what I was reading on an article, I was reading that Mexico's look pretty good, but they're not good finishers. So they can't finish, and that's a big problem. So when things like this happen, I mean, that's something that we'll kind of coordinate here on the training practices.
Yeah.
Try to make sure you kind of practice on the pressures, because you're going to be pressured. When you have the ball, you're going to be pressured. And there was a lot of momentum switches and a lot of mistakes that happened. They could have been corrected and could have probably won the game. But I feel like this is something that you can take an opportunity to learn and to fix it. So see what direction you go to. But I think overall they look really good. They came out with a perfect game plan from what I was, like I said, hearing from the commentators. But if you're going to come out with Argentina, you definitely have to come out with a different mindset, because one mistake can cost you 1 goal, and that's a problem. So Argentina is
Yeah.
not a person, is not a team that actually forgets. They're not gonna forgive you for like, hey, you give me a chance, I'm gonna forgive you. No, they're going to go for the goal. So
Yeah. And so with that, we're bringing up the World Cup recap going on so far. As we speak, we have already seen 4 groups already playing, and we have 4 more groups to play. So for next match, let's take a look here for Wednesday games. We have Morocco versus Croatia, Germany versus Japan, Spain versus Costa Rica, and Belgium versus Canada. It's going to be a really tough game for Morocco against Croatia. I'm a, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Croatia at that point. I'm gonna give the win to Germany and the win to Spain. And between Belgium and Canada, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Belgium. Or actually, I'm gonna give that a tie one. What are your predictions for Friday? Or
I can
not
see
Friday, for tomorrow's
tomorrow.
game?
I think Croatia could actually come up and win the game 3-1 on this game. Germany, Japan, bro. I don't know, man. Japan has always been surprising. Germany, I haven't seen Germany. They're coming out really young, young team. So I want to say it's gonna be a close game. Either it can go either or. It's gonna be at least a 2-1 either or. Spain, Costa Rica. I think we're underestimating Costa Rica a lot.
Oh,
But then again,
I'm not saying it's gonna be a blowout. I'm just saying
yeah,
Spain's gonna win, but it's not
yeah,
gonna be a
and it's
blowout.
gonna be a close one. It's gonna be 1 point, and then the Belgium Canada. Uh, I that one kind of debatable to me too as well. I'd rather go with the tide on that one. So
Yeah.
for sure.
So the reason why I give it to Spain, but take in mind, I think maybe the Spain versus Costa Rica will be the tie because we a lot of people forget him about Navas as a goalkeeper,
Yeah, but Navas
and
can only
he's
do so much, bro. That's the thing. Like a
no,
goalie
I
can
get
only
it,
do so much, you know.
I get it. That's why he has 10 other people on the field
Mm-hmm.
to
Yeah.
move the ball around.
We'll just see what happens tomorrow. I mean, because honestly, all predictions been kind of off from yesterday.
Oh fuck yeah!
Way off. So
I
I
mean,
I don't really
yesterday
want
I
to
predicted
3-1.
Argentina winning, which I lost. Denmark winning, which I
You
lost because
lost.
they tie. I
You
think I
lost also
predicted
that.
Mexico to win. Mexico, I lost that one, and I
And then
predicted France to win it.
yeah,
Right?
that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah,
Or
that's exactly
or
it.
did I say, oh, maybe France will lose this one?
No, I think
Because that would make
you
it
did
like
predict that.
0 predictions,
No,
right?
you did predict that, and I was like, huh. I mean, it's kind of obvious, you know. But like I said, this World Cup has been so far been
Yeah.
pretty exciting. So I can't really give you an estimate. So right now, my estimates are way the hell off, just because I'm like, I can't even tell you right now. I do say the Japan and Germany game is definitely going to be a good one. Maybe I might be
Yeah.
wrong. If Germany comes firing with all cylinders, and all of a sudden German engineering comes powering, hey, you know, you're going against
Definitely.
Japan, who is the Hondas, and you're going against the Audis over here. It's like
Sheesh.
you never know. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with that, and
Thursday's
well,
game. All
we'll
right.
see.
I'm just looking at Thursday's game.
There's a lot. There's four
Yeah.
games. Four games,
Yeah,
and
it's 4 games from this point on until we get to the knockout stages where it's
mhm,
only like 2, 1, and then
mhm.
we're done.
Yeah, I mean, I am looking forward to that game against. I mean, I'm not. I've been wanting to see. There's two teams three teams that I've actually been wanting to see play:
Hmm.
Germany, Portugal, and Brazil. I want to see. I already saw you on paper. I seen what you come in with, but I want to see you on the field. I want to see. Look forward to that, just to see.
Yeah. So between, I do want to see if there's any, what's it called? Any upset between any of those teams right here. Brazil versus Serbia. Are we about to see another upset with Brazil? Are we about to see Uruguay being upset? Maybe Portugal and Ghana, and then Switzerland versus Canada. I mean, Cameroon, not
So
Canada.
let me just say this: on that Thursday game, Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
don't be surprised by Cameroon and Ghana, especially for teams. Back to what I said a few days ago. They're used to this playing this kind of weather. So
Okay.
don't underestimate that. Mark my words on that. I'm sticking with that. Cameroon and Ghana. They're
Okay.
used to playing in this kind of weather. So watch out. So don't be surprised. Something happens and like, what the hell? Just happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could happen, So we'll see what
Well,
happens with that. I mean, regardless, I think that's probably gonna be the only time I'll be able to watch something. Probably. um, but we'll see. We'll see what the deal is. We'll see what comes out. And wish the teams the best. See what it can come out with, and hopefully the game plans can actually work for them.
Yeah. So far, yeah, that's it for the World Cup, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you have any comments or any questions, please comment down below. Let us know what do you guys think about the World Cup. Are you liking the World Cup? Are you even watching it? Let us know. At this moment, we have something to talk about. Erwin, you were mentioning earlier about how you were at work today on your 9 to 5, and then you were noticing some news about Amazon laying off like 50,000 people or something
Um,
like that.
yeah, I mean, in general, 15,000 employees is what the rumors are
15 or
heard.
50?
15, 1 5, no 50, 15,000 employees. And it's kind of weird to see things like that. Noticing the fact that a lot of nowadays, a lot of people instead of going shopping online, I mean shopping on the stores, they actually do it online shopping.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit concerning that the numbers are not hitting where they want to hit at. The metrics for a lot of the, for example, competitors, UPS, United States Postal Service, DHL, Amazon, FedEx, whatever you want to call, it's just when you start seeing those metrics, and then this is the time when you're not start noticing, because I mean, when you've been there for some time, you kind of know when it hits, when
Yeah.
you're like, okay, it's gonna hit. So look at that. There you go. So it's at 10,000
Yeah.
employees.
According to CNBC, Amazon reportedly plans to lay off about 10,000 employees starting this week.
This is
And
this is bad, and especially for Amazon. Amazon
yeah,
is a company that went in
do
independently.
we have a
They're
stock?
owning UPS. The stock was just right there. You can scroll it up. You just seen it right now in the diagram.
Yeah, but I think that was more like a commercial more than anything. This
Um,
video.
I don't think that's a
So
commercial. I think that's an actual live announcement. But
so
let me
let me see
while
if
you do
there's
that.
like a.
While you do that, let me just
Is
kind
it
of bring that
Robin
up.
Hood?
So
No, what is it?
you can use Robinhood if you want. I can
No,
check for you if you want and stuff too. But um,
like there's not like like a website where I can pull.
you can. But the thing is, unless you have your logins, I do have the logins for mine. I can double check on that. But
Here, CNN U.S. market. I don't know how trusted this is, but
whoa, something's hitting good for me. Apparently, I just checked that. Okay, I'll check on that later.
all right. So here we are. I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of ups and downs. VIX is down. Um, dude, everything is going up. To be honest.
Yeah, and then that's one other thing too that like it just those news you pulled up right now, and I'm just kind of
Here
looked
it
up.
is. Sorry to interrupt, but like right now it's like negative 0.14. Oh,
So yeah,
here's the bit.
it's not even a big drop. It's less than it's less than pretty much. It's not a high percentage. But then I just went onto the Robinhood right now, and I just saw they're about to lose for some reason
Mhm.
$10 billion on Alexis. The Amazon Alexa.
Oh,
So
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried. I want to focus on
yeah.
the
But I'm just
10,000
saying it's just
people. I know,
I know.
but we're
I'm
we're
just
getting off subject a little
breaking
bit.
I'm breaking it down for you because you went on the stock market. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
see on that too. What I'm saying is the concerning is this now. Amazon went independently owned. They went independently owned. They cut out FedEx. They cut out USPS and
Hmm.
UPS. They cut them all out. At first, that was concerning because majority of the stuff that was being people were buying from was from Amazon, and there was a lot of concerns that these companies were going to lose. They were going to lose the opportunity. They were going to lose value. Or their volume, because a lot of these companies do make their money by the package they scan into their process and get it processed and get them taken care of. But now here the thing is those news with Amazon losing 10,000 employees. It's alarming. UPS is the same thing. UPS says if the numbers don't pick up, all the seasonal employees, bye. Some FedEx employees, I guarantee you, they'll try to figure something out. Either you're going to get your hours cut short, or FedEx Express is going to cut your hours short, or they're going to make you use your vacation time. FedEx Ground's a different story. It's concerning. When is it a moment that you realize that, like, okay, this is a red flag? When are you going to start thinking, like, okay, what do we need to do? Because there's a big difference. I don't know if people know about this. FedEx Express is owned by company, the actual company itself. FedEx Ground is owned by a private contractor. Two big different things. The contractor puts all the money into it. They get a percentage back from FedEx itself. But you have to remember, these contractors have to pay their employees, plus the maintenance, plus the gas, plus the necessities they have to do. In cases like this, contractors can get affected because it's either a win for you or it's a loss for you. Some of them can make, they break down like a stock market. They look at their numbers per year. So, if they've been working, okay, this is this and this and this. The problem is, let's say something really bad happens. You're going to have to fire somebody because you're losing money. You're going to do the job that you have somebody working for this many employees or working for this contractor, but you're going to have to cut that in half. So what are you going to do, and things like this? So what is the concerning alerts? What do you think is causing this to happen? What do you think is the main problem that's causing people to not be the same as they were before? Shopping online was the biggest thing during the COVID-19. Holy shit. You can only imagine off the roof. So my concern is, where are the red flags? What do you need to prepare yourself to be in okay situation? Worst case scenario, let's just say, and it's an example, but it's kind of looking realistic. A recession comes on board. What's going to happen?
Wait, dude, wait. So does Amazon use as independent contractors? Yes. As of right now, Amazon does use independent contractors through Amazon Delivery Services Partner Program, Amazon DSP. They are hiring delivery associates, which are independent Amazon delivery drivers. So there's your answer.
But they're not independently owned. That's what I'm saying. They're not. There's no. You can't find. Let me tell you this. You cannot find somebody just randomly in the streets to be independently owned an actual route, because then you're gonna have to hire somebody else. So right now, the only company that I know that's independently owned is FedEx Ground. Mm-hmm. They have their own contractors, and there's a complete different story for that. But back to what I was telling you. So you lost 10,000 employees in Amazon. Yeah. That to me is a big fucking problem. Amazon. That's a huge fucking issue. Because you went on your own. You got these trucks, you got all this stuff, and you got everything you need. So where are the red flags? Where are the red flags going to come out? Where are the problems going to be resolved? How are we working with this situation? Is there something affecting... I don't think just United States, worldwide, Could it be something?
Yeah, so the numbers of Amazon.com employees from quarter one, the first quarter 2018 to third quarter 2022 is basically 1.62 million in the first quarter of 2022.
That's an Amazon, right? And that's crazy because the first quarter is from January, That's when the slowest season should be.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to click on that, God damn it. All right. But yeah, it does seems like it went from about 600. So number of employees in the thousands. Oh shit. Okay. So it's probably 600,000 all the way to almost 1 million and so on. Hey, dude, let me, you go ahead and talk about this. I'll be right back, dude. I want to check with my daughter.
So yeah. So, I mean, if I do have any ideas about this, like, it's just, am I the only one that actually just gets concerned about this kind of stuff? You make you think like something is not right. Things are not going well in people's homes. Things are not going okay. Financially, not everybody is still okay. Yes, there is jobs everywhere right now, hiring. The problem is this. Since this is happening, in my personal opinion, it is hard for people to actually be like, okay, I got this job. I got it for $18 an hour.
Be right back again.
Okay, you're good. $18 an hour. But then next thing you know, you have another job offering, and they offer you $25 an hour. So what are you going to do? You're going to stay with $18 an hour, or 25? That's not a problem. You make your money that way. It's not a problem. That's how it is right now. Everywhere right now is hiring because people know for a fact they're everywhere. Every place right now is hiring. It is hiring like crazy. But what I'm trying to get with this is this. Just because you're getting hired for a different job that pays you more, which means a lot of us are programmed that we make more money, we're going to spend more money. Now, this is the quarter for all these, delivery drivers out here where they are going to be continuously busy. And this is what I feel like they don't get enough appreciation for this. I feel like the fourth quarter for them, which is the end of the month, Black Friday is their first day for most of the companies. And
ladies and gentlemen, special guest in the building.
Milana, how you doing?
She's a little hungry right now.
So
that's why she's...
Yeah, I kind of heard in the background. But
yeah.
what I was saying is the fourth quarter for a lot of these companies begin Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You hit hard during the peak season. I'm talking about these drivers bust their asses, bro. Some of them are going 7 days a week. They don't have no life. But here comes January.
I don't think they have no life. They do have life. It's just
I'll tell you that for experience, my guy. I'll tell you that for experience.
No, I just think they got a family to support, so they got to do those things. They got to make those drives.
I feel like that a lot of people don't realize what it's like to have a delivery driver.
Mm-hmm.
And it is very stressful because here's the thing, though. You're trying to program yourself to be consistently kind of going out there and bust ass. And I remember this. Sometimes you'll be going with 120 stops, 130. Could be less, but a lot of packages, But the thing is, Monday, at the time, was Monday to Saturday. Right now, they're going Monday to Sunday. So it's pretty much 7 full days. What I'm trying to say is they come frustrated from home. They're tired. They're exhausted. They're completely burned out, And it's to me, it's just, I'm just looking at this. Yes, right now is the time where a lot of these, companies are going to make most of the money because, this is the peak season. This is where it should be picking up. This is the peak where everybody should be able to continue to be able, hey, I'm getting my shit delivered. Great, amazing. The concern is this: what's going to happen after January? That begins at January when everything supposedly slows down. It's just the chances that I feel like it's concerning. If this is affecting right now, this is barely starting, okay? This is barely starting, and that's a problem. Comes into December, and you still see the numbers lower than last year. That's where you start getting concerned. So what I'm trying to say is, what do you think is happening? What do you think is causing this to happen?
I mean, it's just sales-wise. At the end of the day, I think we're not making a lot of sales. I think I was telling you earlier how the house market was skyrocketed back in 2020 and 2021.
Crazy.
And so I think a lot of people on trying to buy the houses, they probably got stuck with yo, I need to and this is just a theory. This is just a conspiracy theory that I have. But they're probably yo, we have to pay so much in rent for right now. So we might have to save money here. And when you try to save money, especially for holidays or where you have Memorial Days, I think Amazon had a Prime Day special, and nobody there was a huge drop on those days that nobody bought anything. And it's because dude, we have to spend money on mortgages, on bills, because it's not, the inflation is not just hitting buying a TV or anything like that. It's affecting utilities like water, gas, power. It's not just utilities, but then you have you have a kid that you have to buy diapers, formula. You might have to buy clothes because she keeps spitting up. Why you gotta spit up, Mama?
But yeah,
you want to go ahead and tell us about your recession?
Hey,
she don't care. She don't care.
So here's another thing too. Here's another thing too, bro. I think a lot of the times, a lot of companies right now. Let's put it this way: a lot of companies right now are investing a lot of money to make whatever consumers want to buy. It's not the same. Prices went up, inflation went up, so everything went up. So that's another thing with consumers too, as well too.
Yeah.
Everything's going up. Is that why also the online marketing is actually increasing? Is it coming to a competition now that you have in store, and you're gonna get it for the same price online? So it's
hey, let me go ahead and keep talking. I'll be right back. Let me see if her bottle is ready.
Yeah, you're good. So what I'm trying to get at is what is going on in that case. Is it coming in with prices, or is there certain things? Not necessarily everything went up in price. I'm not saying everything went up in price. It doesn't mean that. What I'm trying to see is what is causing this. I don't know what Rafa just said about the special day. The numbers were not as high as to expect it from Amazon. So what is causing it? We know the materials are getting more expensive. We know the workers are getting more expensive. Well, I mean, that's part of the life because, people are, trying to get back into the rhythm, you know. So that being said, where are you going to be standing in a situation that something were to happen? And unfortunately, you're a driver or a delivery driver, and you get put in a situation where, hey, man, after this day, I won't longer need you. It is kind of bad to tell a driver that I don't longer need you after this time, because then you may make the field driver like, hey, you don't need me, then I'm out on the worst time. Or then you can have the driver that, shit, I'm gonna try to still prove myself, so just in case something comes back, I can come back here and work again. So what is it that's causing this situation that makes you kind of concerned, alarming, that pretty much the pricings for anything that's online shopping is almost about the same pricing as a local store that can provide to you? Is what I'm trying to get with that. How much more are we going to see with this? House prices, like Rafael said right now, they're crazy to the roof. Even buying a car is ridiculously high right now. Buying a car, it is super high. Interest up the ass. Incredibly high. So, all this been going on. Where do we see this beginning of the 2023 year? Where everything is where pretty much restarts for a lot of companies. New year, new program, new growth of money or loss of money. Some companies are losing businesses. FTX, for example, that used to be, partnership with Miami Heat. Something went south and they just filed for bankruptcy. Then I heard another rumor too, and I don't know if it's true. I can't confirm that. Capital One. I've been hearing that issue too. So what is going on? What is the main issue here? How are we going to prepare ourselves for this kind of stuff, And I can't stress it enough, because I have friends that actually work for a living for delivery driver companies, and they have a family to support. I can't imagine not being able to see somebody losing their job after working their asses off to get where they're at in a situation like this happening. So it's concerning. So,
yeah.
you know,
Sorry, I'm back.
You're good, but take over for a minute. Let me get a drink, because holy hell,
I know, right? It
Yeah.
takes a minute. So yeah, adding to what Erwin was saying earlier, it is very concerning that we're experiencing this. I'm not just Amazon laying off that many people, but there's other companies who are also, holy shit, catching my breath because I just went up and down the stairs. But also companies, it's not just Amazon who's laying off people, but there's other companies who are also laying off people. Maybe they're on the low thousands, or maybe on the low hundreds, but they're still laying off. Now, the concern is, are we close to a recession? Are we seeing the tip?
A recession.
Sorry, a recession. Are we getting close to that recession? I think so, sort of, but can it be turned around? I believe it can. It's just we gotta have this is gonna sound really dumb, but I think we need to have the smart people try to figure it out and see if there's a way to turn it around. See where the holes are on this kind of recession, and see if we can turn it around. But I mean, at this point, I don't think I'm that worried, because it hasn't impacted me yet, because I'm not seeing it. But those people who are employed, it's impacted them. And those people are our audiences, and we need to do something about it before it gets any worse.
Yeah, and just like you said, it's just kind of something that I kind of like, in my personal opinion, I want to bring that to you guys, into your attention, just because. And that's one thing, sometimes I start overthinking about a lot of shit like this, and it's kind of bad, but at the same time, it's good. I like it and I don't like it, because I hate this shit that I overthink sometimes, but I'm like, what if this shit happens? How is that going to affect me?
Yeah.
How is it going to affect this? And because I'm telling you this, because what I do for a living, my 9 to 5,
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing a lot of shit going on. So it makes me
Yeah.
question. I mean, technically, on my end, as of right now, I'm okay. But then the small shit starts happening. So what if the big shit starts happening? What if the bigger places start happening? The bigger accounts start happening. That's what I'm saying. What can you do to make
Mm-hmm.
things better? And I don't know if you heard about what I told you earlier, like FTX. You know who FTX is, right?
No.
So they used to be the Miami Heat's home court. They were actually the ones providing the home court. Some shit went down the drain. Something went down south. They filed for bankruptcy, dude. And it's horrible because they
Yeah.
filed for bankruptcy. I'm not too familiar who FTX is,
So
but
what type of bankruptcy? Because there's two types:
I'm not
the
sure. They just
Chapter 7 or
specifically, yeah, but
13.
this is a business. This is not like somebody. This is something completely
Yeah.
different. So
Okay.
I don't know what happened. And it's just, then I heard another rumor too. And I don't know. I hope it's not true. It's a rumor. The Capital One was having issues too. Like, holy shit, this is not good at all. You know, some of these places are having issues. Some of these places are
Yeah.
having problems. So this is when you start kind of realizing, big companies having issues like this, bro. It's a big freaking, like, okay, we need to get some shit situated here, you know. So in
Sorry, I
general,
really
like,
hate this all these ads that I keep getting. But there's six types of type of bankruptcy. Um that I'm looking. Chapter 7. So right here Google says chapter 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, and 15.
yeah. But here's the thing, like I said, I just read about it. I mean, I this is the whole legal process, which I'm sure they have the attorneys to base on to kind of work things out. I mean, I know there's a lot of issues here, and I just wanted to say what I wanted to tell you is this because it's kind of concerning, and then just be prepared. Everybody be prepared, whatever you
Mhm.
can, any way that you can provide yourself some kind of budgets if you
And
possibly can.
so here's the thing though. Do we prepare um and like do we save money? What kind of preparedness do we have? Do we have that type of like, oh snap, save your money? Or do we have like, hey, just spend it on property? Like, what do you think
Well,
that people can do?
if you financially have the money for a property, and you can actually afford that shit, that'd be great. But here's the thing too. The chances of the properties again, you never know. And I don't have nothing against real estate agents. I don't. But then I get
Except
it.
for
You have,
one. Just
yeah.
kidding.
I don't even have any problem with any real estate agents, but I'm just saying in
Except for
general.
that one.
I
The one
don't
who
know what
didn't
one
sell
are you
you that
talking. I
house.
don't even know what the hell you're talking about, bro. I don't.
Just teasing,
But
dude.
but what I'm saying is, it's to a point to that I get it. You have to make your living, so you have to say
Hmm.
certain things to make code everything, sugarcoat everything. Here's the thing, though. Things happen. Property would lose value. Oh, the interest is not going to go down. Well, we know the interest is not going to go down because some of these interests are ridiculously high. I'm seeing mortgage payments of $2,700 a month. A month for one person. You know, that's the average that I'm seeing. And here's the thing: though, when the
Hold on 1 second.
property, yeah, you're good. Any kind of value with properties itself, the way that I see with that is just it's always a hit and miss. I think the perfect time to buy a home at the time was probably between 2019 and 2020 because everything went sky to the roof. And that being said, things are changing. Things are not the same. Some people, they're still buying homes. I'm happy for you. If you are, congratulations. But you got to be really, really look at things how are happening right now. Think ahead for yourself a little bit. Think about what you want to do. Think about how things can affect you. Think about how every month your house pricing, the value of your house changes. Just think about all that stuff. You know, and if you're able to kind of budget yourself in a way to prepare yourself for anything worst case scenario, you know, if you can afford to buy a property, great. But the chances with that, how it's going on right now, yeah, they say, oh, the price is not going to go down. Hey, you never know. You never know. Some people lose their homes because they can't afford it. They lose their jobs. You know, some people can't afford to continue to do what they're doing because it's too expensive. They try to refinance their house. It could be worse because their interest rate when they bought their house was a low percent, probably 2.2%, 3% interest. And now you refinance your house, you're looking about 7, 8% interest. So you're pretty much losing. It's just, like I said, it's not that it's taking a risk because there's always a take, you got to take a risk. It's not about that. It's just you have to kind of really think about it, analyze your stuff, and see, hey, what am I doing wrong? What is going on? What's going to happen? What's going to affect me? How am I going to affect myself? So to answer Rafa's question, I mean, like I said, it's just kind of think about what you really want to do. If you have the money to make some investment in something that's actually going to be worth it and you think you can survive with it, great. Go for it. I'm all for it, If you have no problem losing money and money is not a problem for you, great. But then at the same time, in priorities, and if you're a family man, your family, your kids, your home is taken care of. You're taking care of that by yourself. That's the most important thing. But sincerely, right now, to answer your questions in your back, Rafa, I say it's a 50-50 with the whole property thing, just because
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. So,
I mean, I think I got this from one of the short videos that I saw here on YouTube, and it was that if you have the money, start buying the property, because that's one thing. If there's a recession where the dollar drops, at least you have the property to stand on.
right.
So that's why it's important to start owning property, guys. Start
Yeah,
owning lands.
like I said, I'm gonna 50-50 with that. Because like
Yeah,
I was just saying, I don't know if you heard this part. 2019, 2018, the interest rates were ridiculously low. Some of them people were getting 2%, 1.9, 3% interest. You know, right now if you try to refinance your house, good
it's
luck
like
getting
8% close.
exactly. So I was close. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
and especially somebody that's like, hey, I want to start my own business. Uh, you I mean, if you can financially control, you have enough money to be able to start the business. I'm talking about enough money. Hold
dude.
for it.
Dude, I say start like slowly but surely, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
Like if
I'm
you,
cool with that. I'm
because
okay with
kind of
that.
like what we're doing.
Mhm.
We still have our 9 to 5 job,
Mhm.
and we're still doing the podcast.
Mhm.
Now, if you need like a side hustle, gosh, I'm gonna sound like a sales marketing person. But if you want to do it like a side hustle, like day trading or something like that, do that as a side hustle. Take an hour or two, but and whatever you're passionate, like you can never go wrong on doing what you're passionate about.
Mhm.
So if you're passionate about physical therapist, nursing, fire department, or whatever you want to do for a living, um, whatever it is, I say start after your 9 to 5 job and see how you do by doing the research. Like, how can you earn the money doing
Right.
the
Right.
specific stuff?
Yeah.
How can you invest in it and start doing the research? Take an hour or two a day, find out what it is, and then after that, start making some actions. Like, okay, start setting up a plan, do your time management skills on setting up the plan on like what you need to execute, how you want your company to look like, how you want your business to look like, and go from there. Is it
Right.
a dying business? Is it a business that like sort of like a paper business where it could be dying, aka the show The Office? Or is it something that is blooming?
Right.
Like, are you gonna create the competitors of YouTube? Are you gonna have a platform like that you're gonna be uploading videos?
Right.
So those are the things that you gotta look into it.
Yeah,
Um,
and like you said, I think I really like what you said right there. You just said something very important. You got to start kind of slow. I
yeah,
mean, I don't want you to hold back against anything. Don't let something like this hold you back to anything. It is gonna be tough,
yeah,
hands down. Don't take me wrong. Nothing's easy. Nothing sent to you is gonna be easy. It's a
no,
work in progress. You do have to understand, though, it is not. There's a lot of sacrifices. Even if you have to cut yourself from people, from distance yourself from people and your friends and stuff like that. Some people might not support
yeah.
what you want to do. Some people don't support what you want to do. That's fine.
And give us,
That
dude.
that's
Honestly,
fine.
email me,
You know.
talking with Raphael at gmail.com,
We want to know.
because maybe you have some ideas that we also have ideas, and we
Yeah.
can help each other.
Yeah,
I
something
mean,
like that. It's just like I say, and I'm not just talking about it. It's not just about talking about it. If you want to have some ideas and you want to say, hey, hey guys, I want to talk to you guys about something. Shit, open arms. We're open with people. We're open about things. We're not close minded. We want to hear about shit like this.
yeah,
It's not something that A lot of people process that through their head. People will make fun of you for things you do. Who gives a shit? You don't make fun of me, cool. But when I'm up top, goodbye, fuck you. Simple as that.
It's not even if you're on top or not.
No,
It's like,
it's
yo, this
just
is my passion. Like, if I
yeah.
want to collect coins,
Mm-hmm.
shit, that's my fucking passion. Like, I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck what you think. That's what I want to do. If I
just
want to
but I
collect whatever I want to collect on, it doesn't matter. It should not matter what people think.
of
What it
course
should matter is
everybody will
that
always
you're
make a
following your
judgment call.
passion because you only have one fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
You only have one.
Yeah,
I'm
it's just
sorry. From
you gotta
0 to 100,
you know.
if you reach the 100, I
Yeah,
mean, if you look in the past, like how many times we have say RIP to people, it's insane.
yeah,
Like, I want to say RIP to the Power Ranger who passed away, and there's many other who has passed away before they hit 100. So
yeah.
think about that. If you're gonna go think about what you want to fucking think. Like, the best thing for me that I do is, like, if I go or if I win the lottery, what is it the one thing I want to do? Like, besides buying a few shit, then
Share that
what I
with us,
want to
bro.
do.
Share that with us. What do you want to do if that was
So
were to happen?
I'm like, okay, so I want to do a podcasting. Great. So now I'm thinking, like, well, I don't have to wait to win the lottery. I could just buy little by little and start doing the podcast.
Right.
This is why I'm doing the podcast, because I enjoy doing this type of conversation with my friends and be able to do a conversation with with my audiences. And so that way I'm able to, like, all right, I don't need to wait to win the lottery. Let's go ahead and take a look what I need to do. Now, let's go ahead and say you want to do something more difficult. Let's say if you win the lottery, what do you want to do? Well, let's see. I had a few injuries, so I want to be a physical therapist. Okay, so you got to go to school for that shit. All right, so what school? Fuck it, let's find the cheapest school, but let's make sure it's accredited. Let's go with the physical therapist assistant and see if I enjoy it, and then do your research in that kind of way. But always ask yourself, what would you be doing if you already won the lottery and you have nothing else to do? What would you enjoy doing? And whatever that is, I feel like that will be your passion, because that will narrow it down on the fact, like, you don't have to be dependent on money. You
Mm-hmm.
just do whatever you enjoy in doing. And that way you can follow your dreams. And then if that dream or that passion is something that you'd like to do, um, after having all the money in the fucking world, then that will be your passion.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
No, and I like how you said that. I like how you explained that very clear.
yeah.
I think that here's one thing that I've actually seen in the past. I don't remember where I seen this, and I actually saw where somebody said somebody that wins becomes the lottery and it wins the money.
Hmm.
And this is what he said. I don't remember where I watched it. He said, "How much money? I will bet you my money that this guy will go broke within a certain time." And he explains why. Obviously, you win the lottery.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. Probably the most money you've ever seen in your life.
Hmm.
So what is the first thing you want to do? Go crazy. Of course.
Yeah.
Live the life.
Yeah. You want to
Sometimes you
go
have to.
ahead and explore. So you want to buy probably a
Yeah.
helicopter, a fucking mansion. You want to buy a
I
bunch
mean,
of cars.
I don't know now because the last lottery that happened was at 2.2 billion, and he only got $494,000 out of that money, which was from
What?
California. Yeah, he got taxed up the ass. He went from a
Damn.
2.23 bill to 494,000. So here's the thing, though. Living in
Dude,
California with that
that ain't
money,
right.
it's not at all. So I'm
Hold
just
on.
saying,
Hold on.
you gotta really think about this. That's exactly what they wanted based on the taxes of California, bro. If it would have been another state, it would have been about 900,000. Just different amount of money, $954,000, which is still I don't think is right. But that being said, I think it's just you got to ask yourself that question: what would you do with the money that you?
$2.04 billion
Mhm.
power jack is now the largest price in history. Here's the top five so far.
But
Uh,
that
so
being
the
said,
price has been growing for more than 3 months. The odds of winning it are roughly a 1 in 292.2 million, according to the Powerball. And then the pre-tax lump sum payment for Tuesday's winner will be 997.6 million. So
There's the one. That's
a
the one I was
single
talking about.
winning ticket for the record. A business owner receive a 1 million bonus from the Powerball selling the winning ticket. What? So he sold his ticket, and he only received 1 million. Out of that 1 million, he only
What do
got
you think he sold
four
his
hundred
ticket?
something thousand.
What do you think he did that? Think
Why?
about it. Why? What do you think?
Probably because the Powerball doesn't have this amount,
See what I'm saying?
and so
So
they
if
were
he didn't
like,
sell the
"Dude,
ticket, look at that. Federal taxes is 37%.
dude,
37%. So that's what I'm telling you.
California is not
So,
one of those U.S. states where lottery winners have the option of remaining anonymous. So the jackpot winner will eventually have to come forward and claim they're winning publicly, and they'll have to do a year from the date of the winning draw to claim the prize, according to to the rules of the California lottery. When they come forward, they'll have to choose between an annuity option
nearly.
the nearly 1 billion lump sum payment, which will likely result as a total tax bill of 369.1 million. I mean,
Did
damn,
you hear what I? So you were doubting me, but look at that.
that's
That's
a 37%.
37%.
Yeah, dude, but
And that's
that's
not including the
37%
state.
of 2 billion. 2
Okay.
fucking billion, dude.
Okay, and that's not including the state.
That's not based on the top of federal rate. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just
that's not
federal.
if
See?
the price was taxed as an income in California, the winner will be facing an additional tax bill of more than 120 million. But the California, well, so let's take a look. That's
Well,
369
let
plus
me finish what I was going to say
120,
before we move to that. But what I'm trying to say.
489.1 million.
So, pretty much the story I wanted to tell you is this. This guy, you're a lottery winner. I hope whatever you decided to do, you came out smart with the money you decided to do. Whatever you decided to do, hopefully there's something better for you. It's not a lot, as you expected, because of the state of California will screw you over with the taxes. And you're the highest one. The state of California
Yeah.
was the highest one, unfortunately. But what I'm trying to say is, really think about this for those who actually try to get those lottery tickets. What
Mm-hmm.
would you do when you have that in your possession? That's something that you really want to think about. You want to get yourself out of the gutter. You want to get yourself somewhere. Yes, in California, 450 something $1,000 that he won, that that he got, it's not a lot. Unfortunately, in California, you can't even buy a house with that price. It's over, in that case, because now you're saying millions of dollars for a house minimum. So
So you still have a billion point five remaining after all those taxes.
no, he
I
didn't
mean,
get
the
that.
only
I'm
difference
telling
is
you,
like, what?
he did not get that. That's why you're missing my what I'm trying to tell you.
No, 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 no. I understand he did not get that, but because he probably want to remain anonymous. That's
He
why.
can't. Remember, you
That's
just
what
read
I'm.
it.
I just read it exactly. So the options are he will receive a check, like, or near. It says right here when it comes forward, they will have to choose between getting basically like a monthly payment or just receive the lump sum of 1 billion. So, I mean, he choose to go a different route, to be honest. And so that's listen, he fucked up. He fucked up. I mean, at the same time, he probably have a lot of family members like, "Hey, how are you, dude? I'm your cousin from this fucking end. Like, remember me back in the party back then? Yeah, like you'll get fucking family members that show up out of nowhere, and
Of
that will
course.
be like
Of
the one
course you will.
place where you'd be like, "Fuck you, I don't care."
Yeah. But back to what I was saying, just before we get at that point. So
Yeah.
hopefully, whatever comes out, I just want to leave it at that too with this topic. Keep your mindset cool. Just
Mm-hmm.
really think about what you're doing. If we go into a recession, ask yourself that question: are you prepared for the circumstances? If not, what can you do to make it better? What can you do to try to help yourself? Like I said
Yeah.
before, in my mind, and I hate it sometimes. When I get stuck with something like that, I start thinking. I overthink that shit, and it frustrates me because I'm like, fuck, And I just want to share that with you guys because I want to give you guys that, heads up and say, hey, if it does happen, Erwin was right. If it doesn't happen, oh, Erwin, you were wrong. You know, just in general for that, continue to do what you can do.
Yeah.
Just like what says, what your passion is, whatever your passion you decide to do, continue to do it. Just take it slow,
Yeah.
focus, take your time. Don't rush.
How
Have the patience.
I honestly think it should be about planning it out. Have
Yeah,
a
but that's what
plan.
I'm saying. Take your time.
Yeah.
Take
If
your
you
time.
find what your passion is, you're one in a million. Congratulations. Go for it.
Yeah.
Plan it out. Say take do the research, like how can you earn the most money out of your passion, and
Hmm.
start going. Like with this podcast, hopefully we will start having sponsors soon, and that will be an income for us. Also, any donations you guys give us on the YouTube channel, that will be another source of income. And so, and the thing is, as soon as we start having income,
Mm.
we're gonna invest it in our podcast
Right.
to and make it flow. So, also have like a plan on how to start, how to maintain it, and your ultimate goal, and just keep it. It's not gonna be a straight line. I promise you that. It's gonna be up and downs. And so you just gotta make sure to be careful with that.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's just, I'm not a very patient person about certain things, but I feel like I think
Ah,
the, it's true, man.
ah.
It takes time sometimes to be patient about stuff. You gotta really be patient to yourself because
Yeah.
if you rush things out, it's not gonna turn out good. You gotta
What
be
do you?
patient. You know.
Let me touch a subject about patience. Where do you think that's coming from, though? Like, what makes you feel like you're not patient?
Sometimes you feel like and I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not
Um,
asking you to speak for no one else.
no, I'm
Just your
speaking for
opinion.
myself. I just feel that there's times where you get that rush. You're like, okay, I'm eager to get this shit done. Why is this not working? Why is this not working for me? You
Yeah.
get that eager to find it. You always are the type
Hmm.
of person you want things your way, and if it doesn't go your way, you start losing it. And I tell you this because before, when I was younger, it was a problem for me. Then
Yeah.
eventually start kind of processing that. I'm like, okay, patience. Show yourself, pace yourself, try to work better. What can you do? And it's work, bro. It's work. It takes time, and it's very different. And you start seeing it. There's
Hmm.
certain things I don't have patience for. I'll tell you that. But
Yeah.
there's certain things that kind of like I need to make sure that I understand this and kind of get back to myself in reality. You're doing good. Like for example, here's another thing. I remember we started doing this podcast, bro. We were not the best. We were a
Fuck no.
shit show. I'll admit it. We were like, duh, 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 duh. You know, I
I
remember
mean, we
that.
still fucked up
Yeah,
some,
we do. I mean,
but we
family and
learned.
family. Remember? Family
What?
with the family. Put it on.
Oh, you gotta say it right. I got
I
family
got family
members in
members
my
in my
family.
family. And go ahead, Rafa. You're the one who posted.
A
However, in
roof
front of the
under the table.
table. So it shit happens. So
Those are not the errors that I was talking about. I'm talking
those are
about like
part of them.
interrupting each other. Like we still do
Yeah,
it.
we still do it. It's just we just get. I feel like we and you get too excited to get going and talk about shit.
Yeah.
Talk about whatever. And that's why I'm saying whoever's listening to this, man, literally, you want to say something. What honestly, you want to say some fucked up shit to us? Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. You want to talk shit? Go ahead. Here's the thing, though. I'd rather you tell me the facts and be straightforward with me than be a little shit show and say, "Oh, I'm not gonna say nothing." No, just say
Yeah.
it. I'm not gonna be offended. It's just it's learning process for us. Everything takes its time. Everything takes time. It's a learning process. You're still learning how to work things. It's not something that just, oh, well, I just wanted to do this for overnight. No, it's just literally, if you have the opportunity to follow one of our channels or both of our channels, look at our very first episodes.
Yeah.
Honestly, you
Look at
can
mine.
hear that.
I'm all
You can
talking.
hear.
Literally, I'm literally talking to my phone. Like
Oh
I'm
yeah,
searching at this website. Uh, I'm searching at this website,
you
and I'm trying to find out how
yeah.
to make a podcast.
So
Like, and so,
and like I said,
like
it's a lot of
that was
people that,
me, yo. That was
yeah,
me.
yeah,
So it just
and
takes practice,
so
practice, and practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes consistency.
yeah,
When you're
it does.
consistent, it, you will start noticing that it gets easier for you to continue doing it.
Right.
I
And I agree with
mean,
you, Rafa. You know,
and
and like I
so,
said, I look, not to interrupt you, but I look forward for me and you how far we have gotten, dude. I
yeah.
give us credit for that shit. I'm proud of what you're
Cheers.
doing, man. Cheers. Cheers.
I
Cheers.
share water.
Bam.
Bam.
But real talk, like I said, it's still work in progress. We're still looking better. You know, we're doing something,
Yeah.
but at least we're doing something we like to do. And then unfortunately, there's going to be people that are not going to like it. But you know what? That's not my problem. You don't like it? Goodbye. You don't.
Yo,
You
I'm not
watch me,
even
great.
focusing on the people
No, no,
that
no, no. I'm
don't
just
like
saying,
it.
there's always going to be people like that.
So
And
what?
that's fine. That's fine.
I'm not gonna focus
That's
on
fine.
that. I'm gonna focus on my audiences that enjoying this show right
Yeah.
now.
So,
I'm gonna focus on the people who actually want to hear us speak
and then
and
I do want to
actually
think that.
want to talk about it on this
Hmm.
episode.
Can you take
So
that roof under the table shit off already? But no, but like
a la
honestly,
verga
a la
to the
verga,
dick.
to the dick. I do want
I'm
to make,
actually gonna do like little bite sounds. Saying to the dick.
but I do want to say that the people are actually they're actually supporting both of us. I want to thank you guys, honestly, from day one, from people when everybody like that. I want to
Yeah,
thank you guys for
Mauricio,
those.
Angel,
Mauricio
Dark
Angel,
Sage,
you know,
Richard, uh,
all y'all.
all of you.
All
Thank you
y'all
so
that you
much
guys are
for.
supporting us, and honestly, like it's been crazy. Still
Yeah,
working on it, and for those potential future listeners from us, welcome to the show,
yeah.
and hope we can have more and more and more, and then eventually, maybe one day, I have Rafa next to me. What's up, Rafa? Remember when we started doing this shit? That is
Yeah,
the moment.
that will be our goal. So
So,
far, we're working on it, but as you can see, that dude sniffing and coughing and shit like that.
dude, I'm fucking. I can't get over this fucking shit,
I'm
bro.
trying to like you can hear
Shit,
my daughter
bro.
crying on the background, and then
Not
this.
anymore. Earlier I could.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Earlier I
just like
could.
she's so she gets like those colic problems, dude, and I fucking hate it
It's
because when we went to the doctor, all they can say is like, "Well, it is what it is," and I'm
of
like,
course.
"Motherfucker, no, it's
Welcome
not."
to the book of the doctor's like, well, according to the book, this is what it tells me. Fuck your
Yeah,
book. you know.
but there was a few things that I wanted to say. Uh, I actually do have a few books on career on YouTube, on Twitch, and there he is again. This is what I'm saying. Like,
Okay, I don't know about all that, but I'm trying to mute my
I
mic
know,
so nobody hears me, bro.
I
Cause
know, dude.
fuck, can't get
But
over this shit.
dude, even if you're passionate, if you don't know what you're passionate about, or if you're still struggling on like what you want to do for a living, just get a book about careers. Like the best thing is like write down the things that you find passion about. Like
Right.
maybe you have a passion about cars and you can be a mechanic. Maybe you have a passion about
Mm.
uh sports. Like I love sports. This is why I have a segment on my channel about and giving you the scores.
Not
Be-
really. We don't know that,
really?
bro. Really? I mean, if
Yeah.
you wouldn't have told me that, nobody would have known that, bro. We
Exactly.
know that shit.
So and I'm just explaining to the audience
Yeah,
about
yeah.
those kind of things. It's like whatever you're passionate about, there's a fucking solution. There's always a solution for everything, and you just gotta find it. And even if you need help, fucking email me, fucking reach us the real Irwin 89 or talking with Raphael or talking with Raphael at gmail.com. Let us know.
Yeah, seriously.
I
That's
mean,
that's what we're here for.
we're not experts.
No,
We
at all.
at
At
all,
all. At all.
but
You guys can see my eyes,
but
at all.
at the end of the email, I would be like, I don't know though. So in case you fucked up, I'm not liable.
No, I mean, like I said, I feel like sometimes people need to get the little spark,
Yeah,
and just kind of see the spark that they need. Like, hey, you guys
dude.
started doing this shit randomly. Yeah.
And
So
like there's always
you
like
never
those
know,
people,
bro.
and there's always those comments in your head like, what if I do this? And you're like, nah, I don't want. Like I'm scared about this. It's like, no, bro. Whatever that is in your head, whether it's like being a musician, like if you want to be a musician, dude, there's applications on your phone that you can record yourself. You can fucking auto tune the fuck out of it.
True.
You can, if you get like a Mac computer,
The best.
you
Personally.
have even if it's a window. But like a Mac will give you GarageBand for free. Like this beat that you guys fucking that you love,
Oh, bro, that shit was. You
those
finished it.
are
It was good.
created through this one right here. That was me fucking around in GarageBand.
Yeah.
This is where I, this one on two. So whether you have a passion about me, whether you have
You're cutting out, bro. You're cutting out. So maybe you should pause it because you're cutting out. Say it again.
whatever it is you have a passion about, go for it. Shoot for the fucking moon. Shoot for the stars. Because just like Pitbull says, I'm going to shoot for the stars. And if I land on top of the world, I might land on top of your girl. Oh.
Hey.
So let's go.
Hey.
So wherever you land, you're going to land on top. It's a 305. Like, that's the best fucking line. It doesn't matter how you can shoot. Like, I'm not. Listen, I always said, like, my goal is to get, like, a contract by Spotify or anybody for $100 million. I put the Joe Rogan podcast way up here. And I'm shooting for the fucking stars. So if I land somewhere in between it, I'm satisfied. Yeah, because I'm still doing what I'm passionate about.
Right.
I'll still continue on doing that. And if I do the podcasting and be able to provide for my family, that's a plus for me. As of right now, I'm not earning shit. As of right now, I'm just enjoying the moment, enjoying the process. And that's what you got to do.
I agree with you. So,
Erwin.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that's a good spot?
That's a perfect spot. I can't say anything at that point. And then I do want to just add something else to Rafa on that. Most of you guys know, Rafa and I go way back. We never thought we were going to be into this. Never did. Rafa one day, hey, let's do this. Fuck it. I was scared as shit. Not going to lie. Fucking scared.
I know. All you talk about was cheese, bro. The first episode.
My diet plan.
It was New Year's. And we were like, yo, we're going to start this diet. And I'm like, what diet are you starting? Yeah, all I got to do is eat cheese in between lunches, and that's it.
And it worked.
I'm like, wait, what?
And it worked.
Motherfucker,
80 pounds,
that's not healthy, though.
It worked, motherfucker. It worked. So I went from being 310 pounds down to now that I check, I think it was like a 190, 200.
Okay, so you're still wobbling. Okay.
Yeah, it's still wobbling up and down, but I'm trying to get to the 180s. But shit, that process started. It worked for me. So
yeah,
it all started with that, and you kind of got me into this too as well too, and I kind of like doing this too, and I liked it, and I, like shit, I'm nervous as fuck. What the fuck am I doing? Blah, blah, blah. Boom. One day I just said, you know what? Fuck it.
There's days I still don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, it's part of life. But just like you said,
whatever
it comes out. Whatever it wants to do out there, I'm just here to be able to let people know, hey man, just because you don't have what it takes or you don't think it has what it takes, fuck it. How do you know you don't have what it takes if you've never tried it before? You got to take your steps little by little. It's just a process, And like you said, Rafa, it's not something. We're talking about experience that we've been doing. We've been doing this together. We're talking about this kind of experiences that we've been kind of dealing with. It's not easy. Nothing is easy. Nothing's going to use easy. It's a work in progress. Put the practice, put the dedication. Rafa and I communicate on a daily basis, continually daily basis. So it's just
daily basis.
That's one of them. There's the memes, there's the text, there's the update, everything. It's a daily basis. All it is we offer out there for people that wants to start something. How did you do it? I have actually people ask me in the past. Literally, that's us. Look at that. Daily.
This is me just bugging the fuck out of him by sending him a bunch of memes. This is
sometimes I can't even keep up with him sometimes. It's hard.
Look at that shit. Nothing but memes.
So in general, like I said, I had people that actually have, and I showed Rafa this in the past. People actually come out.
This is my nephew. Now you know where I get it from.
Yeah.
Me and my nephew, this is the way we communicate.
So
nothing but memes.
I think in general, like Rafa said, we want to be able to be out there for you guys. Don't be afraid, or or social media is right below, emails right there. Feel free, honestly.
I need to.
If we don't get back to you right away, if we don't get back to you as quick, but we'll get back to you.
Dude, fucking tell us. Like, hey, dude, I send you an email. What's up?
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh shit, you did? Sometimes I hardly check. So
Yeah, that's why
that's my
sometimes
bad.
I
That's my
check on
bad.
daily basis. But at this point, Rafa, um, I don't know
Yeah, I
what you
got.
think about this, but I think how we're at the 50 episode. What do you think we're gonna do? What you have in
So
mind?
right now, I will go ahead and tell you guys what I have planned. Right now, I'm gonna overview all 50 episodes and start adding thumbnails and whatever that means. See, like I don't know what the thumbnails is, but I guess like one of the things we're missing from this podcast is thumbnails, titles, and and just make the title pop in order to get more audiences and be able to get more people to follow us, and so that way this channel can grow. So during this break, I do want to focus on that. Also, it's not a break like we're gonna be gone forever. It's just we're not gonna be consisting on making episodes. I'll probably like drop by, tell you a recap of the World Cup, and if everyone will join me, great. If not,
Yeah.
I will let you guys know. It will be like a short video, like a 30-minute video of what's happening on the World Cup, and letting you guys know. On that note, um, we'll still be here. I'll
Yeah.
still be learning shit, and I'll be still be posting. Follow us on our social media. We'll still be posting in there for sure and
Regardless to
staying
as well
active.
too, I want to bring that up to you. If for some reason Rafa doesn't guys get back to you guys, feel free to message me too. Like I said, we communicate on a daily basis. You know, just send me a message.
And I just
I'll
checked
reach
that
out to
email,
him.
so nobody has emailed me.
So yeah, so
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 I'm kind of
just
sad.
yeah, no. So just whatever it is, guys, just
Nice.
feel free, And like I said, Rafa and I were gonna be talking about it, and we did talk about certain things, especially right now that's coming out for the holidays. I do want to say one last thing on my end from here, and then I'll let Rafa take over for the rest of the thing, and that's my goodbyes from my end. So just from here and on, whatever it is, guys, just keep your mindset good, keep yourself stable, stay healthy, keep going, don't give up. So
Don't
nothing
give
is
up.
easy. Don't Nothing's easy. There's always gonna be things on the way. I tell you that by experience. There's always gonna be things on the way. There's things you probably keep to yourself. It's understandable. People keep
Yeah.
things to themselves and everything that's going on. Nothing is easy because you don't want the whole world to know or to feel bad for you. I get that. So just whatever you do, keep your positive mindset. Nothing is easy, but you will get through it. So just whatever it is from here, feel free. You want to talk about it. You want us to say something. You want to talk about this topic, but you want to be anonymous. That's perfectly fine.
True.
Just know that we're here and we want to continue doing this. And we're going to come back with better. Probably, we're going to work on something. Me and Rafa are going to work on some additional stuff too. And like he said, it's not going to be
Yeah.
like a forever thing. If he wants to come out and I'm available, it's crazy. But I know he has things to do with his little one. Things are coming back in. Holidays, everything's very stressful with him.
Yeah.
So, and there's a
Right,
reason why we decided to go in this direction for this time being. So,
Yeah. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we will announce it if we're having an episode next week or so. Like, we'll let you guys know if we do have episodes. But for right now, like, we do have family things to take care of during this break. And dude, I have so many fucking birthday just
I
this
know,
November.
I know,
Like that's why we were so we
I
did so many minimum episodes.
know.
But that doesn't mean the show is over. Fuck no. We're still going on, ladies and gentlemen. We'll still even if we make like 5-minute clips, we'll still be doing them.
Yeah.
So until next time, Erwin.
All right, guys. Well, for the
Wait,
night,
wait.
let me wait for it. Go ahead,
Wait.
Rafa. Waiting for you, buddy.
Hey, hey, hey.
All right, guys. Well,
Go.
I want to thank you guys for joining us in. We'll be back soon. I don't know when, but we'll be back. And, like I said, stay safe. Be good to yourself. Hit the like button. Share this with your friends and family. Anything you want to talk about, message us. Follow us. Just let us know. We're here for you guys. Until next time, you guys have a good rest of you and happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. See you guys.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching another episode of Talking with Rafael and the Erwin Show, respectfully. I feel like I need to like show your face when I say this shit because you're like,
no, it's respectfully.
Respectfully. So, stay tuned. A lot of things coming up next, but it will not be as often. But I have a lot of things going on, and I will go ahead and make sure. Yeah, I gotta snap those. I gotta snap those little ideas. Because I feel like Elon Musk. I have so many ideas in my head right now that I need to organize them and set them up. But
all right, Rafa. Well, man, I'm gonna say this live to you. Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you too, and
stay good, bro.
Hopefully you have a joyful one. Hopefully we talk before. I mean, hopefully we do an episode before Christmas, and
that would be nice. That would be nice.
Yeah. Dude, thinking it like, hey, should we do a special event for New Year's?
I might not be available for New Year's.
A la verga, where are you going?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like button, comment down below, and share it with your friends and family. Erwin, until next time, say goodbye.
Peace, guys.
Peace.
Have a good night.
I will say this, but at the same, no, I gotta take care of my daughter. I want to see, bro.